Everyone,
Hi, hello everyone.
me and Mum are back with another video, and we've kind of planned some subjects to talk about. So, Mum wants to start with the.
Skin structure.
So, this is a video about your skin structure and just giving you a basic understanding. It's not a biology class, but just a basic understanding of the structure of your skin so that you can better understand how skin products work when you start to use them, when you read ingredients, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. And one of the videos earlier on, we showed you how to look at your skin and understand what your skin is like, and whether you've got dry skin, dehydrated, oily, whatever. So this will give you another level of understanding the skin.
All right, so you want to get going?
Yeah. So the skin is the largest organ of your body, as well as one of the most active organs of the body. It's very important in regulating your body temperature. It protects deeper organs while acting as a barrier to harmful toxins and microorganisms on the surface. It's a sensory organ, so you've got a lot of nerve endings in the skin, and it's an excretory organ, so there's a lot of sweating and that sort of thing. It has many functions, and we're just touching on the basics here, so that you understand your skin, the structure of it, and how it works.
So, like skin, when you say skin, we've got obviously face and body. They categorize them as two, you know, body parts almost.
Yeah.
So, are they the same? Is your arm the same as your face, or is there a difference between skin and face and body?
There is a fair bit of difference because your body is a lot tougher and thicker and more muscular and things like that than the face. So
So we're really talking about the face, the skin on the
yeah,
face right now.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, from there to the décolleté, the face and neck, you sort of treat as one. Okay, so let's start with the epidermis. This is the bit you can see. It's made up of 5 layers. The top layer is called this. I'm not going to give you all the biological words, but the top layer is called the stratum corneum, or known as the horny layer. Stop it, Keisha. So you've got 5 layers which make up the epidermis, and the bottom layer is called the basal layer, and that's where the new cells are made. And it also produces melanin, and that determines how fair or dark your skin's going to be. So the epidermis, the top layer you could see, 5 layers, and then we go into the dermis.
So you've got the horny layer in the base.
Yes, you do. Okay, so that's the epidermis. You've got 5 layers there. Now we come to the dermis, the next bit that's sort of underneath. Can you see that? It's a really big chunk of skin, and it's made up of connective tissue throughout the dermis. And you have hair follicles, sebaceous glands, which secrete oils, sweat glands that secrete water. You've got your sensory nerve endings. There's a fine network of capillaries and blood vessels and lymphatic capillaries. And the connective tissue within the dermis is made up of 2 proteins. So one is collagen. You hear a lot about collagen, and that gives your skin the plumpness and the strength. And then you have the elastin, which gives the skin the elasticity. And these cells that make up the proteins, they're swimming in hyaluronic acid. So those are a few words you're going to hear a lot: the collagen, the elastin, and the hyaluronic acid. So that's all found in the dermis.
When you do the skin test and you're asking me about the elasticity and the collagen, the plumpness, I'm pressing here, but I'm affecting the dermis. Like I'm getting to the dermis.
You are. That's the bit, because you've got bones. You've got your zygomatic bone up here, and there's more of a hollow down here. So as you press in, that's where you're going to see it better than if you go up there. You've got the bone under there, so that's like a good indication of what your skin's like. So let's recap. You've got the 5 layers of the epidermis. You've got a membrane that holds the epidermis and the dermis together. And then below the dermis, you have the subcutaneous tissue. And this is made up of adipose tissue, which is basically fat. It lies between your skin and your muscle. So that is really good for conserving body heat. It acts as an insulator. It cushions the muscles and bones from injury, and it acts as an energy source. So any excess fat is stored in the adipose tissue, in this layer of skin.
That's your body weight type thing.
Yeah. That's mainly the fat that you retain when you eat too many chocolates.
I have a question. Question is, when you get older, how come it all starts to like sag?
Okay, so that's when we'll go into going through the ages. You know, your teens, you got hormonal problems, your body. It's the sort of the puberty thing where your hormones are kicking in, and you could get spotty. Not everybody does, but then in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that's when, as you get older, again hormones kick in. The skin dries out due to all sorts of things. So I think we could maybe cover that the next time when we go through the ages and just see, because like in your 20s, you really shouldn't be using anti-aging products. And because the structure of your skin is really good, you're in your prime kind of thing. And I personally think that if you have lots of oils and serums that are doing what you should be doing for your 30, 40-year-olds, the skin gets kind of lazy. You just leave it alone and it's working perfectly well. Unless you have hormonal problems and other things, then you know, you can address that. But you know, we could go through all of that, and that's where the collagen, the elastin, and the hyaluronic acid and that kind of thing, we can go through that and just see how things break down later on.
I feel like a lot of people are going to ask about hyaluronic acids from this video, and because I think it's in so many skincare products now. I don't think it has like an age target on there. So, you know, I don't want to go into age yet because that is another video. But if you are, like you said, a teen and a 20, and even maybe going into my age 30s, like when is hyaluronic acid in a skincare product suitable, or when is it needed? When is it necessary? But anyway, we won't go into. I just feel like that's hyaluronic acid is going to be a question.
Yeah.
So basically, even though we've covered the skin structure, I mean that is just is that for everyone, or that's average Joe? I mean, everyone's different. So
everyone's skin structure is basically the same. It's just that if you're a very pale complexion, you're not going to have a lot of melanin. If you're like me, you're going to have quite a lot. If you're darker than me, you're going to have a lot more than me. And then also your ethnicity, whether you have a lot of body hair or facial hair and things like that. So in that way, you could have more hair follicles and things like that. But you know, it's skin is really down to your genes and also hormones. You know, your mother could have fantastic skin and you could have the most terrible, spotty, congested skin because your hormones are. And then also a lot depends on how you live your life. You know, if you're going to be partying in your 20s and not getting a lot of sleep, drinking a lot of alcohol, smoking, that really damages your skin cells. If you're going to deal with a lot of stress, if you're not sleeping well, if you have a poor diet, a lot of these things can affect your skin. So for me, the aromatherapy oils treat the dermis, treat the problem that you've got, whether it's dehydration, oiliness, or whatever. And the creams are topical, so that kind of protects the skin, protects it from the wind, the rain, the cold, the heat, that sort of thing. To me, that's what the skincare, the structure of the skin is all about.
And hence our skincare routine, like, you know, the serum, the cream.
Yeah. And then, you know, when you do your circular movements, you're increasing the blood flow rather than something you just wipe off. You know, do the circular movements for creams, oils, face washes, that kind of thing. So you're actually increasing the blood flow, you're increasing the nutrition to the cells all over the face. And then also, I guess I'll do the massage video soon. I'll record that here to show you about draining. So you're getting rid of the toxins in the lymph nodes and things like that. So structure of the skin is pretty important.
So yeah, I think that was informative, Sats.
Good.
It was good to know. So I think we all understand that we have gone.
No, I was going to say, just bear in mind, there's so much more that you could read about. So this is really giving you the basics, not to overload you.
Yeah, I think we need a follow-up video to this, just about the ages, because I think it goes hand in hand with your age and your skin type, and then the products.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we hope you found that informative, and any questions for not Dr. Satya Lal, let us know. All right, so Sats, until next time.
Yep, see you.
Bye.
Bye.